Jennifer Lopez just called Brett Goldstein the best kisser of her entire career, and then stood next to him on a red carpet and insisted that they are not dating. Nobody fully believed her. Sources close to the Office romance set say the two briefly dated after filming wrapped, that the chemistry between them was impossible to ignore, and that things only fizzled before they could get serious. Goldstein, for his part, wrote the film specifically for Lopez and flew to her Las Vegas residency just to watch her perform. Whether that is friendship or something else is a question Lopez is not answering directly, and that silence from a woman who once poured her entire heart into public love stories is somehow louder than anything she could say. Her new Netflix romantic comedy Office Romance dropped June 5th, and during the press tour she has been more open than she has been in years, about therapy, about being alone for the first time since her early 20s. She called this her happy era. Nobody questioned it, but nobody fully believed the Goldstein denial either. Lopez has never had it easy off screen. Her first husband tried to sell a private video of her the moment the marriage ended. Her second relationship landed her in a New York City jail cell. She was with Diddy, the night shots that were fired at a Manhattan club in 1999. Later, a stolen weapon was found in their car and she spent 14 hours locked up before charges were dropped. She said one thing about it publicly, that it was the first time she had been with someone unfaithful. Then she moved on. Two more marriages followed. Not one lasted, but through all of it, one name never fully left: Ben Affleck. They had first fallen apart in 2003, 3 days before their wedding. The media pressure had become unimaginable, every detail had leaked. Paparazzi were everywhere, and they were seriously considering hiring decoy brides just to get through the day. They then cancelled the wedding. 4 months later, it was over. Lopez later said it was the biggest heartbreak of her life and sent her into a spiral she spent nearly 2 decades recovering from. When Ben came back in 2021, she treated it like a second chance at the thing she never got to finish. She made an entire album about their reunion, shot a documentary, financed a film, all of it dedicated to him. She legally took his last name. But behind closed doors, Ben was deeply uncomfortable with how public she made everything. He believed that certain things should stay private, and Lopez's instinct was always the opposite, to pour it all out, into music, into film, into interviews. That fundamental difference quietly pulled them apart. By April 2024, they had separated. She filed for divorce in August on the exact anniversary of their wedding, and immediately asked the court to restore her maiden name. The divorce was finalized in January 2025. She went quiet, stayed home, and for the first time in her adult life sat still with herself. No chore, no new man, no distraction. What came out of that silence was something unexpected. She went on Howard Stern and said plainly that she does not believe she had ever truly been loved. That every man gave her the rings, the houses, the vows, but they were simply not capable of the real thing. And now, her ex-fiancé, Alex Rodriguez, has reportedly reached out after his own recent breakup. Sources saying he never fully got over her. Goldstein is calling her the best experience of his career, and Lopez herself is saying she has no interest in anyone right now, that she would not do anything to ruin how good she feels. But for a woman whose inner circle says she is simply not built to be single, the real Office romance may be just getting started.